We're all looking for that edge, right? That way to boost our performance in a world that just never seems to slow down. We look at tech, we look at apps, but what if the biggest upgrade you could make isn't on your phone, but in your bed? So today, we're going to flip the script on sleep. It's not downtime. It is your single most powerful biohack for leveling up your brain.
I mean, seriously, think about it. We look at AI and we're amazed, right? How it can just process information endlessly and never get tired. What if you could upgrade your own human hardware to run at a higher, more efficient level? Now, the goal here isn't to turn you into a robot. It's about optimizing the incredible biological machine you already are.
And this right here, this kind of lays it all out. We are amazing at things like creativity and just common sense. But our own human operating system, well, it has bugs. We get tired. We have biases. AI, though, it's a pure workhorse for logic and data. No sleep required. But that biggest weakness on our list? Fatigue. And that's the bug we're going to fix today.
All right, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start by talking about the human OS and its biggest challenge, fatigue. Then we'll get into exactly what your brain is doing during its nightly reboot. After that, the fun part. I'm going to give you a whole toolkit for hacking your sleep. And finally, we'll talk about how to know if your upgrade is actually working.
Okay, first things first, we've got to think about sleep as your system's essential built-in maintenance cycle. It's when your brain goes offline to repair, to organize information, and to get you ready for the next day. This is not lost time. I'm telling you, this is some of the most important processing time you have.
You know, a good night's sleep isn't just passing out for 8 hours. Your brain is actually cycling through these different stages, and each one has a very specific job to do. About half your night is in that lighter sleep, but the other half, that's split between the two real heavy hitters, deep sleep and REM sleep. And you need both of them to be at your best.
All right, let's break this down. First up, deep sleep. The best way to think about this is as your body's own personal repair shop. While your brain is quiet, your body's going to work, repairing muscle, strengthening your immune system, the whole shebang. This is what makes you wake up feeling physically recharged.
Okay, so after the body's repair shop closes for the night, it's time for REM sleep. And if deep sleep is the repair shop, REM sleep is the brain's janitor. This is where the mental magic happens. You're locking in memories, you're processing emotions, and this is incredible. Your brain is literally clearing out metabolic waste. It's like taking out the trash, and it's absolutely vital for your brain health.
And believe me, when you skip this cleanup phase, you feel it. As Dr. Sanam Hafiz points out, if you're not getting enough REM sleep, it shows up in your mood. You get irritable, you can't focus, you've got a shorter fuse. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's a classic sign your brain's cleanup crew needs more time on the clock.
So, the big question is, how do we make sure we're getting enough of both of these crucial stages? Well, that's where our sleep hacking toolkit comes in. And these aren't complicated things. These are simple, science-backed protocols you can literally start using tonight. So the first place we're going to start is with your environment. Think about it. You set up a perfect workspace to be productive, right? You need to do the same thing for sleep. We're talking about 3 simple things you can control: temperature, light, and sound. First up, temperature. This is huge. Your body's internal temperature actually needs to drop to help you fall asleep. So by keeping your room cool, somewhere between 60 and 67 Fahrenheit, that's about 15 to 19 Celsius, it basically tells your brain, hey, it's time to shut down for the night. It just makes it so much easier to fall asleep and to stay asleep.
Next, let's talk about light. And this one is a really big deal in our modern world. That blue light from our screens, our phones, our TVs is a major problem. It's literally tricking your brain into thinking the sun is still up. And that shuts down the production of melatonin, which is your natural sleep hormone. So the goal is simple: 0 blue light for about an hour or 2 before bed. So what do you do instead? Easy. You just swap out that harsh blue light for something way calmer. Think dim, warm lights like red or amber tones. They won't mess with your melatonin, and they act as this nice, gentle signal to your body that, hey, the day's winding down. It helps you ease into that restful state. And finally, sound. So you've probably heard of white noise, right? Well, it turns out pink noise might actually be even better. It's less harsh, more restorative. We're talking about natural sounds, like a steady rainfall or the sound of waves. It's fantastic for blocking out other noises and just helping you sink into a more consistent sleep. Okay, moving out of the bedroom for a second, let's talk about food. This is a really powerful hack, and it's super simple. It's the 3-hour rule. Stop eating about 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This lets your body finish digesting so that when you're sleeping, it can put all its energy into that repair work we talked about, instead of trying to do two big jobs at once. Okay, so you've started to implement some of these new protocols. You've cooled your room down, you put your phone away, but how do you actually know if any of this stuff is working? Let's talk about tracking your progress. All right, so how do you measure this upgrade? And look, this is absolutely the most important part. The number one metric is just, how do you feel? Do you wake up feeling good before your alarm even goes off? Is your energy steady all day? That's your true north. A sleep diary can help you see patterns for sure, and those wearable trackers, they're cool, but use them as a guide. The last thing you want is for your sleep tracker to become a sleep wrecker. And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway here. As Dr. Mark Kovacs says so perfectly, you can't really hack your way into more REM sleep. All these tools, the cool room, the dim lights, the pink noise, they're all designed to support the one thing that matters most: consistency. Going to bed and waking up around the same time every single day. That's the real secret sauce. That's the foundation everything else is built on.
So from now on, I want you to think about your sleep differently. It's not passive downtime. It's your active upgrade strategy for peak performance. So the only question now is, which upgrade are you going to install tonight? You going to drop the temperature? Switch to a warmer light? The reboot starts now.
All right, that's our look at sleep optimization. This has been an explainer with AI life hacks by WorkLifeOS. Thanks for tuning in. Go get some great sleep.